Really doing this? All right, fine. Give me the pen and paper, bro. Signing here. Guess I should change my shirt, huh? Yo, what is going on, guys? So, it's your boy. No, I am not a skinwalker disguising myself as someone else. I've actually just sold my soul away, so actually maybe I do resemble a bit of a skinwalker now, huh? Guys, we're in Clash Royale today. This is not a video that I ever thought that I would actually make. To be honest, for a while I was kind of against it, and I'll talk more about my thoughts on making these kinds of videos on this channel going forward. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking me to play Clash Royale because this game has been on quite the big of a come up, and Brawl Stars, the main game that I cover usually, if you're unfamiliar with who I am, has been a little bit on the decline. And so I have been getting a lot of requests from people like, oh, you should play Clash Royale because seems like everyone's really on it right now. Apparently, you know, everyone likes to point towards like Jinxie covered Clash Royale and basically revived this dying game because Clash Royale was dying for a long time, or considered to be dying, and then had a big blow up, and right now it's like doing better than ever, probably maybe the highest it's ever been. So kind of like how Brawl Stars had a big glow up too, but in Clash Royale's case, I don't think it's actually because the game is good. It's because apparently Jinxie just covered it or something and made it really popular again, which is kind of interesting. I mean, and the reason why I never really wanted to cover Clash Royale is because I don't actually enjoy the game as much as Brawl Stars. Just, you know, getting the chat out of the way. I know Brawl Stars right now, the meta sucks, and the game is like in a really bad state, and a lot of people don't like playing it and find it really boring and tedious. And I get that, and I agree with a lot of those points. But in the end, like, Clash Royale is, you know, it's just a very different type of game from Brawl Stars. Like, it's not like all Supercell games are just interchangeable because they're all made by Supercell. So let's put on our name here. You know, and to me, like, when I started making YouTube videos, it kind of started off as being Brawl Stars videos, actually. That was like the main, actually literally the only type of YouTube videos that I had really started off making. And that's because I really like playing Brawl Stars. I mean, I've been playing Brawl Stars for like almost a decade now at this point, because it's like literally one of my favorite games. I really like playing Brawl Stars. Even though the meta sucks, and even though you know, it's in a really bad state right now and it's declining in popularity, I still think Brawl Stars is really fun, actually, and I do still go out of my way to play it over other games because I just personally, I've always found Brawl Stars to be kind of a fun game. Except we've completed the tutorial on New Arena Reach. We're in Goblin Stadium. I have played Clash Royale before. Yeah, I started playing Clash Royale in high school when it was really big, when like 2016 to 2019-ish, that kind of time period. And I was actually pretty into Clash Royale back in the day. But then when I heard rumors of a Brawl Stars beta, a new Supercell game doing a beta run in Canada only for iOS, you know, I kind of hopped on that train to try it out. And then that was Brawl Stars. That game was Brawl Stars. And then I kind of really fell in love with Brawl Stars and basically dropped Clash Royale right there, which I have then stuck with all the way to 2025 today. So yeah, haven't really played any Clash Royale since like literally almost a decade ago. I did log on briefly. This is weird rock music, weird. That feels a little out of place here, but I logged on a little bit in Clash Royale, I think on stream like a few weeks ago, because people kept asking me to play Clash, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'll log in for the first time in a while and see how it is. And the game has changed quite a lot, I gotta say. There's new evolutions, there's champions, which I think are basically like the ultra legendary brawlers from Brawl Stars, and or, you know, hypercharges if we're talking about the evolutions. So a lot of things have changed. There's a bunch of new cards and win conditions, I guess to be expected. You know, it's been almost a decade of new card releases and balance changes and whatnot, and a whole history of stuff. I've kept up with a little bit of the Clash Royale scene. Like, I'll see memes on my Instagram Reels page of like, oh my god, new champion is obscenely broken, or Golden Knight is dashing around, or I've seen, you know, even Jinxie clips, and there's this guy on TikTok, I think, called like Bobby Juan. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I see those memes too, and I think they're really funny. So I'm like kind of somewhat aware, just because, you know, I cover Brawl Stars too, and I see some of the Clash Royale news going around. So just because it's like, you know, made by the same parent company, I am vaguely aware of somewhat of the happenings, the big news in Clash Royale, especially the big come up. I've heard a lot about it and seen a lot of news about it, and even talked about it in some of my main channel videos. Oh my god, wait, we're about to lose this tower. Oh shit. But this is also like the reason why I really didn't really want to recover is one, because like I said, I still really like playing Brawl Stars, and I want my YouTube videos to be about what I am into and what I'm interested in doing. I've gotten some comments from people who are like, oh, it seems like you're not that motivated or seem to care that much about in your second channel videos anymore. Seem to find like the game boring too. I do have a lot of critiques about the game right now, and I'll have a lot of complaints to say, but I do really still enjoy playing Brawl Stars. I hope I've mentioned this before in my videos. I don't know if I really have, but you know, when it comes down to it, like I still like playing Brawl Stars. I think Brawl Stars is fun. Even if the core gameplay is more boring now than it has been just because of the way the meta is. Oh, I get to choose. We'll go with Spear Goblins. You know, to me, it doesn't really change too much about like the enjoyment of the core gameplay itself. I mean, I like getting in a team-based thing and being able to control a little guy around with a joystick and then shoot at other little guys on the map. I like that. And I like getting random teammates who sell my game so that I can have someone to blame when we lose. That's all really exciting to me and really cool. And you know, when I hear a lot of like news about Clash Royale being like right now on a big come up, or like it's getting really popular and it's a really good time to make content out of it, you know, like I might have mentioned earlier, like a lot of it isn't necessarily because the game is better than it's ever been. Like the game is still extremely pay to win from what I've seen. Like I logged in a few weeks ago and I saw like they were selling evolution shards for like 20 bucks. And you know, in Brawl Stars right now, Brawl Stars will sell like an early access pack for like $15 and people will lose their shit, you know what I mean? Or you know, ultra legendary Brawl, they'll sell it for like, what was it, $50 or whatever, and people are like, oh my god, Brawl Stars is a fucking dog shit pay to win game. But then Clash Royale will sell like 3 different tower troop types, like a cannoneer or whatever, for the same price or more. And you know, people don't bat an eye because it's like Clash Royale, you know, that game just sucks. It's just pay to win and it's shit and whatever, and it's just kind of seen as normal. But when Brawl Stars does it, it's like, oh my god, Brawl's game fell off. Well, now that I guess Brawl Stars has started to kind of become more stale for a lot of people with its meta, I guess now we're all quitting Brawl Stars and then switching to Clash Royale, the more pay to win game. Like, you know, it doesn't really make that much sense to me. It was like, what, that doesn't really seem to add up. You know, looking at kind of a lot of the talk over Clash Royale, it really just genuinely seems to be like, well, it's because the game is just really refreshing right now because nobody has played it in like years and years since back when they were in high school themselves or middle school or whatever. Or maybe a lot of people are playing this game for the first time and, you know, they're finding this gameplay really refreshing because, you know, Clash Royale is fundamentally, the core gameplay itself, kind of similar to Brawl Stars in my opinion, is actually a really good idea. Like having this kind of chess-like gameplay, but with, in terms of strategy, but with more mechanical skill and like all this stuff with like card cycling and elixir counting and the different lanes and different strategies. Like it's a really well-made game fundamentally, but just the stuff surrounding it and the game balance has been quite controversial for a while in Clash Royale history, and the monetization strategy is just like, you know, those things can kind of make the game not as great for a lot of people. But right now, especially with content creators covering the game, it seems like a lot of people are willing to overlook a lot of the sore spots of the game, and just because the gameplay itself is so new and exciting and refreshing after either not playing it for a while or being exposed to it for the first time. But like, I don't actually know too much about the current state of Clash Royale. I vaguely am aware of it, but like I said, like, and my knowledge is pretty limited. What is it? Goblin Cage? Fuck. How do I actually equip the cards? Oh, okay. All these goblins. I actually don't know what this does. Oh, they have these cool little animations now to tell you what to do. Interesting. Interesting. So it lets you spawn like a little Jeffrey Epstein, basically, that goes after the little things on the map. I feel like, you know, my gut feeling, honestly, if I'm gonna be really, really honest, is that the hype that comes from content creators covering the game cannot possibly last. Like, it can't carry the game on its own. Like, the game itself has to still fundamentally be good. And if Clash Royale doesn't, you know, or hasn't changed any of its monetization strategy or like made the game less pay to win or done whatever, then I don't really see this surge of popularity in Clash Royale really lasting longer than whatever Brawl Stars surge in popularity lasted. You know what I mean? You know, it feels a little maybe short-sighted to just jump ships to a different game right now just because it's more popular if I don't really believe in the game itself. And from what I remember, the game was very pay to win. When I logged in kind of the other day, I saw the game and I was like, okay, well, it's still kind of really expensive to upgrade cards and everything. Like, it's still the Clash Royale that I remember, basically, but with a bunch of new bells and whistles. A wolf who was changed into maybe a different sheep's clothing. So that was basically why I kind of didn't want to cover or make Clash Royale videos for a long time. Am I playing a bot right now? What is this guy doing? You know, I've had enough people basically asking me to make Clash Royale videos at this point, and that I figured like I should at least make one video to basically go over my thought process and why I haven't made any Clash Royale videos so far, just to get it all in like one place so you guys all know my thoughts on this game. Also because, you know, maybe, like I said, I don't know too much about Clash Royale. I don't really keep up with it like that. If I'm wrong about anything, and the game is actually really, really good right now for a free-to-play player, or the game is like really friendly for, I guess, new players or returning players or whatever, and this is like a really good solid game that is you think genuinely objectively better than Brawl Stars right now, then I am down to give it a shot and like see how far I can go in Clash Royale as a new / returning player. I made this new account because I was looking at my old account and I didn't really understand anymore what like where I was at, or like I didn't really have context for my account and why, like I don't know. It was weird. Like I had like some things had like a temporary card boost and stuff. I don't know. It probably is better to just go back to my old account, but at least for this video, I'll bum in it here just to like get a feel for the different new cards again, like Goblin Cage. Oh damn. And I guess we'll, you know, fuck it. Let's try it. Place a mini P.E.K.K.A for it. Oh, there's another thing too, like the rare cards start off at level 3 now, which is weird. Back before, I think everything just started at level 1, but the rares were like more rare basically to upgrade. And so they like, it was like a whole weird different leveling system back then, dude. Everything is still different. I guess I should upgrade arrows. Yeah, I guess I'll level up archers, everything to level 3. Maybe that makes sense. I'm a new level up chest. Well, it definitely does remind me of Brawl Stars in the way that it basically fucking loads you the fuck up with all of the fucking resources in the world as soon as you can play the game, just so you get that dopamine rush. I'm not knocking Clash Royale for that, I'm just, you know, commenting on what I'm seeing here. Guess we'll keep jumping into the next ones. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not even really sure how much Clash Royale I should really be playing to really get a feel for if this game is something that I would want to play for the long term. Like, the thing is, as soon as Brawl Stars gets, you know, an update that fixes a lot of the current meta issues, like imagine in a world where, you know, I play Brawl Stars, I'm talking a lot more about Brawl Stars in this Clash Royale video, but like, you know, imagine a world where Brawl Stars fixes all of its meta problems, nerfs all the hypercharges, makes the game more skillful, does this and that. I think Brawl Stars would just objectively be a more fun game if Clash Royale is the way that I remember it being. And so it's like, you know, why would I switch games when I have no reason to? Like, I'm not going to force myself to play a game that I don't really enjoy just because it's popular. Like, that doesn't really like the whole point of me making videos is because I enjoy what I'm doing. Like, that's the whole point. Otherwise, I would just be working a regular 9 to 5. I'm not sure how much Clash Royale I should play to get a feel for if this game is better than it has ever been. Like, should I push to like 1,000 trophies, or is that not that much in Clash Royale? How much is 1,000 trophies worth? I have no idea. The other thing too that actually, now that I think about it, is one of the the old complaints that I had from back in the days. In Clash Royale, it's so hard to upgrade cards, and there are a lot more cards now in the game than there ever has been, and I don't know how I would decide what deck I want to invest all of my resources into. Like, even in Brawl Stars, it's kind of hard to decide, but at least in Brawl Stars, they give you a lot of free-to-play resources so that it doesn't really, like, I think you can max out to power 11 with hypercharge at least one brawler a month if you just play actively as a free-to-play. In Clash Royale, I don't know if I can max out one deck per month. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, how would I be able to test what type of deck I would really enjoy? Like, is there maybe a taste test somewhere where I can taste all the different types of decks? Like, I just don't know. And every deck has like a different kind of personality or flavor to it. Like, you won't really get a feel for every deck unless you've really played with it and felt it yourself firsthand. So I don't really, yeah, I don't know. I'm getting emoted right now by a robot. I assume this is a robot. I'm pretty sure Brawl Stars and Clash Royale do the same thing, where the first 10 or 20 games are all just like robots that have human-like names just to make the player feel like they're actually playing against real people. Because, you know, these days every single form of internet traffic is all generated by a robot. Like, there's no actual human who would put the Goblin Cage there. I just don't believe it. Even if you're an actual child or like very new to the game. I don't know. That is one thing though, I will say, like, that is fundamentally different from Clash Royale and Brawl Stars, is like, you know, if you have an actual like monkey playing the game, that monkey can only ever harm themselves, right, by playing poorly, unless you're playing 2v2, which is like a whole different. I don't even think that's like an official trophy game from what I remember. But, you know, in Brawl Stars, on the other hand, like, if you have a bad teammate then they can cause harm to others like you, which is horrible. So good game. I have the chicken emote. Where did I even get that? This is like a new account. So that is one thing that's pretty nice. Like I said, it is kind of like chess, where it's just you are kind of the master of your own destiny, except for random card starting hands for decks and broken card evolutions that might just one-shot your tower. But besides that, and or maybe having under-leveled cards compared to your opponent's over-leveled cards, but besides that, and maybe besides, you know, the broken new champions, but besides that, you know, you're the master of your own destiny, and it's all skill-based, which is really nice. I think this is still a robot. It's hard for me to really tell. I also kind of wish the elixir generation was a little bit faster in this game. Like, this is very slow paced. Should I goblin cage this? Go, Epstein, go. Yes, beat up those little babies. Yes, Epstein, go. Yes, Epstein. He's popping off. Actually, maybe the goblin cage is more like Diddy. The problem is that Diddy's alive, so if I make fun of Diddy, that might actually rustle some feathers. Me trying to think of a notoriously criminal figure who is not alive. I don't even know, bro. Wait, I have a spectator. What the fuck? Where did that even come from? Wait, is this a real person playing? Defiant Roy, he already... Wait, there has to be a real person then. I don't think robots would simulate a spectator mode. That's so weird. Oh shit, maybe I should lock in. Fuck, I already missed Fireball. It's over, I threw. Oh my god, I mistimed my knight placement. Nice. Defiant Roy, get cooked. He's so polite. Wait, I feel bad. Okay. Wait, battles won 1,555. No, this is not a real person. Where did the spectator come from? I don't have any friends, do I? Oh, wait, what? I'm friends with OJ. Since when? Oh, based on what I can see, it looks like having 15,000 trophies is kind of the like you're pretty good area, like you're like the Brawl Stars equivalent of having 60,000 trophies, I guess, or maybe more. I don't know, guys. Should I push for 15,000 trophies? The new Clash Royale series, from noob to 15,000 trophies. Yeah, I don't really know how I should handle this kind of a series going forward, but let's, you know what, first, I guess we're one game away from Bone Pit. Let's hit Bone Pit and we'll call it there. Actually, it'll be nice that we have the Goblin Cage, because Diddy should get a buff standing inside the Bone Pit. I'm sure he has a lot of experience here. Go, Diddy, go. I've actually never made a Clash Royale video before, so I don't really know how to exactly commentate over this. I'm sure if I keep doing it, I'll get better at it. And there's not really much to say, because I think I'm literally still playing against robots here. So I've kind of just been silent, just staring at my screen, waiting for my elixir to charge. But yeah, if you guys want me to do a noob to 15,000 trophies Clash Royale series, I could probably do it concurrently with whatever Brawl Stars ranked push I'm doing, to be honest. Like, if I log in, I record like in theory, you know, Clash Royale or whatever for a bit. I could even stream Clash Royale 2, I guess, and just like do whatever pushing that I need to do off camera, and then on camera record like a video. I mean, I could do that if you guys really want me to, but right now I am currently going for, how much spell damage does this do? 98. That won't be enough. I am currently going for like a Masters 3 push in ranked in Brawl Stars / pro, so I will probably be focusing most of my efforts on that if possible. But if you guys really want me to make a Clash Royale series and you really think that I would enjoy this game, and you think the game is a lot better than it was 8 years ago, then I would be down to give it a shot and see how I like it. And I could give you guys a solid review of my Brawl Stars player's honest reaction to Clash Royale. So that sounds like something you're interested in. Let me know. Oh boy, now that we've completed one arena, we immediately get the opportunity to spend money. Can I gamble? I can gamble. Oh wait, this is better than Brawl Stars. Wait, guys, fuck it. I'm spending 100 gems right now. Okay. Wait, 1,200 gems for $2. That's actually a good deal. You're going off of like the numbers of it, because this would normally be like $10. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts, I guess, for now on the Clash Royale. Let me know if I should keep doing this, if you guys want to see this. Because if you guys want to see it, I guess I'd be down to do it. I don't mind. My heart still lies with Brawl Stars. That's gonna be it for me. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Love you. Peace.